I'm all over in my Bible right now. I'm trying to figure out how I was going to word what I was going to say first. But anyway, welcome back. My name is Julie. Welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, I just wanted to announce that I have not forgotten about our Revelation Bible study. It's been about a week since I did a video for it, but I haven't forgotten. It's just that I haven't felt, my brain has not been at full capacity. I feel like my brain has been glitching and going offline a lot. So, that's the only way I can explain it. But we are on chapter 19, and I want to take some more notes before I do the video because there's a contrast in here that I really want to talk about. It's the contrast between the wedding feast of the Lamb, and then there's also another feast. It's the great banquet of the, wait, I can't read because my eyes can't see. The great banquet that God has prepared. So there's two different dinners going on here. One of them is good and one of them is not so great. And so we're going to read about that in chapter 19, and I wanted to take some notes about it, but I haven't been able to do that yet because I just haven't had the energy to do it. But I think that tomorrow, if I get a good sleep tonight, I'm going to wake up in the morning and finish preparing for the video. And I can hopefully bring us the Bible study video for chapter 19 tomorrow. But tonight, I'm uploading our book read. I just read some of our Way of the Warrior book. But tonight, our little Night Owl Club, I don't know, I guess this just started. I started doing a Night Owl Club. It just happened. I didn't plan it. I make videos at night too before I go to bed, and they're always about something different. And tonight, this video would be the Night Owl Club video. I want to talk about something that is very important, and it's the most important commandment from the Lord. And I gotta take my glasses off so I can read this real quick. You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. Heart, soul, and mind. When I read that, the one word that stands out to me is mind. They all, I mean, of course they're all important. Heart, soul, and mind, they're all important. We're commanded to love the Lord with all our heart, all our soul, and all of our mind. The mind part sticks out to me the most because my mind is I'm always at battle with my mind. And if I'm supposed to love the Lord with all my mind, every day I have a problem. Not problem loving the Lord. I have a problem keeping my mind from racing and worrying and thinking of things in the past. If I'm going to love the Lord with all my mind, I need to get my mind out of the past. And I've talked to you on this channel about some of the things that I've been through, traumas, and I haven't even told you about all of them. But the two that I did tell you about was the tragic passing of my mom, the unexpected passing of my mom, and then my brother 4 years ago when he decided to check out of this life, and that was rough. And so I have a lot in my past that is still stuck in my mind. And so we're reading The Way of the Warrior right now, and we're learning how to filter and taking our thoughts captive, and how we are to free our minds from the past. And that's what I want to talk about tonight, because this is the most important commandment. So I want to be able to do the will of the Lord. And if I'm going to love the Lord with all my heart, all my soul, and all my mind, then I have a lot of healing to do. And I know that I am not the only one out there that's stuck in the past, because we all have a story and we all have a struggle of some sort, and we all find ourselves taking our minds out of the past and trying to put them in the present. It's very hard, especially when you've gone through a lot of stuff. And I have been praying to God, and I told him, I said, I feel like a broken record, but I still, who knows? This healing could take a lifetime. I don't know. All I know is I just every day have to keep working at it, and we all have to just every day keep working at getting our minds out of the past and staying in the present. We don't want to focus too much on the future. I mean, the future, of course, is, something that we do think about. But I think the most important thing is staying in the present moment, because that's what's happening right here and now. That's the reality. And if we're going to love the Lord with all of our mind, as well as our heart and our soul, we need our minds to be present. We need our minds to be focused on the present. One thing my brother used to say, and it's interesting, he said this a lot right before his passing, but he would end some of his Facebook posts with, stay in the present, stay connected. And he didn't always say that. He just started saying that, like, within the last 6 months of his life. And, I think about that. And it's true, though. We must stay connected. We must stay present, be present with one another. When you're having a conversation with somebody and they're talking to you, are you really listening to them, or are you thinking about what you did yesterday, or what you have to do tomorrow, or what you're going to make for dinner? Are you really listening to that person? I think we're all guilty of our minds wandering when someone's talking to us. I think we're all guilty of maybe not being there for others as much as we should be, because we're so concerned about what's going on in our lives and in our families and in our little bubbles. Because one of the things that we're also called to do is to serve others. And one thing we're reading in our book read is the way of the warrior. The way of the warrior is to serve. Serve others, not ourselves. Others. And the ultimate best servant that ever walked this earth was Jesus. In fact, we talked about in our book that at the Last Supper, right before his crucifixion, he washed his disciples' feet. And they were like, we should be washing yours, And he was like, no. He was teaching them how to serve others. He was the true, ultimate, supreme example of being a good servant, having a servant's heart. And when we're going to love the Lord our God with all our mind, all our heart, and all our soul, that's, to me, staying in the present with others and serving others and being there for others. Because when we do that, God, it's almost like we're busy serving others, and during all of that, God is taking care of us. So we don't have to worry about us. God's taking care of us. He knows that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. So in the meantime, he's got us covered. He's got us covered with everything. And that's just kind of what I've been focused on lately. And I said in a video a couple days ago, maybe, or maybe it was yesterday. I don't know. All the days seem to blend together sometimes. But I have been kind of upset because my time with the Lord has been kind of slacking a little bit because I've been so focused on other things. And it bothered me because I felt it. I felt like I was running out of battery inside because I needed that charge with God. I needed God to charge me. And I need that alone time with him. I had alone time with him today, and all I did was cry. But you know what? It's okay. As long as you're spending time with him and talking to him, pouring your heart out to him, that's what he wants. And as I was crying, I thought to myself, does he really, though, save every single tear of our entire lives in a bottle? I think he does. Well, God's not a liar. And it says in the Bible he does. So can you imagine one day when you finally get to see all your tears that you've cried your whole life? My dad's bottle is probably like maybe an ounce of water in it. He's so like unemotional. But who knows? You don't know what people do in private. Maybe my dad's a really big crybaby. I have no idea. But he's not really that emotional with me at all, ever. Oh, you know what I can't stand? Those cars that go by and their bass is so strong that everything in your windows, everything rattles and shakes. It's like, why? They know that happens, and I think that's why they do it. They just want to be known. They want their car to be known and seen and heard. But yeah, all I did today with God was I poured my heart out to him, cried a lot, and confessed sins to him, you know, personal things with God. And that's the other thing, like every day when we spend time with God, we can't ignore our wrongdoings. Just get it out on the table. Just put it all out there. He already sees it anyway. So I always just kind of take all of my wrongdoings and all of my evil, sinful behaviors that I've found myself doing, like, you know, whether I'm complaining about picking up after my husband, and he's getting up right now, so hold on just a minute. Okay, he's not getting up. He was adjusting. I tell you what, every time he adjusts in the bed, the entire travel trailer is just like, it feels like we're on a boat. But I had to confess to the Lord that my attitude has not been that great lately. It hasn't. I haven't had a servant's heart lately. I've had a servant's heart towards myself. And it's because I'm finding myself going through a lot of different changes right now, and I'm just so focused on that. And it's not a good feeling once you realize that you've been acting like a dope. And so I just confessed it all to him and poured my heart out to him. But I think a lot of that too is loving God with all of our mind, because we're giving him our mind, and giving is love. Love is giving. And I just wanted to bring this topic to a video because, being that it is the most important commandment, I think it's pretty important that we talk about it and really focus and think about what it truly means to love the Lord with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. And it's also all your strength. In Matthew, though, it doesn't say the word strength. It says you must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. But I've read in other Bibles and in other, could be other Gospels, they also say strength. But the mind word really sticks out to me, because that's what I have the most trouble with, is my mind. Racing thoughts. Stuck in the past. Just everything I said in the beginning of this video. Things that I really have to give to God and allow Him to take control of my mind and help me to pick myself up out of the past and plot myself in the present and stay there. Like, stay in the present. Don't look at the past, because one of the things we're reading about the way of the warrior is the warrior does not live in the past. It's impossible. If you are going to have any type of bright, wonderful, beautiful, I think I just said that, beautiful twice, future, you're not going to have it by living in the past. And when we love the Lord our God with all of our mind, think of all the things He will fill our minds with when we're present, fully focused on the Lord with all of our mind. Think of all the things that He has just waiting to fill your mind with once you filter out all the junk and clear it out for Him. It makes me think of that scripture about the new wineskin and the new wine. Like, you can't put old wine, or you can't put new wine in an old wineskin. The old wineskin will burst. You have to clean out your mind, filter out. And God will help you do all this. He says to us, come as you are. It's not like we have to clean ourselves up and change and try to, be a different person before we come to the Lord. No, we come to the Lord with our mess. And then He can help us. He can help us from there. But I just wanted to bring that scripture tonight because I've been thinking a lot about not living in the past anymore, because I don't want to. I'm tired. I'm tired of grieving. I am tired of being sad. I am tired of thinking about what happened in my past. I want to be in the present. And I want you to be in the present with whatever you're going through. The past is the past. We can't change it. We can't go back to it. We shouldn't want to go back to it. So maybe this can encourage somebody else out there too. Just get out of the past. Get into the present. And that way you can be more focused with the Lord. And just think about all the things He has waiting for you. That's the other thing I was trying to say, and I got sidetracked. Think of all the things that the Lord has waiting for you to fill in your mind. We can ask for wisdom. We can ask for understanding, asking for discernment. We can ask for all these things, but I was thinking to myself, He's not going to, how can He possibly bless me with wisdom and understanding if I'm still stuck in the past? And I really feel like this has been tugging at my heart. This road, I tell you what, this road is crazy that we live on. There's a lot of different vehicles that go by. That one was like, I don't know what that was. It was loud. It's been really tugging at my heart lately that I need to get out of the past. And maybe somebody else out there needs to hear it too. Get out of the past and get into the present and love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your strength, all your soul, and all of your mind. All of your mind. Not just part of your mind, all of your mind. And that's what I'm working on. And that's what I'm going to ask God to help me with going forward. Gosh, this lighting does not do any justice for my wrinkles. I fear that with this hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, my skin is just going to start sagging more and more and more because of the elasticity that I have, the stretchiness. I'm not even going to do it. But I got to figure out some type of skin regimen. Maybe I should go see a dermatologist and ask her what I need to put on my skin as I'm aging, because I'm just like, I don't want my skin to just start drooping, you know? I want it to, like, and I'm not going to go get Botox. I'll tell you that much. Who can afford that anyway? I don't want Botox. I just want my skin to, like, be able to stay and not start sagging because of this hypermobility. I don't know what to expect. I guess I'll find out as I go, right? Anyway, that's a little side note for you. But I'll let you go. I'm at 21 minutes. I try to keep my videos short, 15-20 minutes. So I hope that helps somebody out there tonight, because it's something I needed to hear. I need to get myself out of the past. So I'll see you on the next video. Love you. Bye.